So we are still waiting. I guess it's Diddy Watch 2024. We're still in the process of trying to figure out if he is going to get a bond. More things were filed yesterday by the federal government opposing the bond. More things were filed by the defense saying, please give us a bond. Interesting from the defense. It's never good when you find yourself citing Donald Trump, but you're basically saying, because one of the things the government is mad about is like Diddy won't shut the fuck up. They're like, Diddy talks entirely too much. And they're saying that he is engaged in this full-blown effort to try to influence the public.
Lawsuits filed against him. But that wasn't even the worst of it. The prosecutors dropped a bombshell claiming Diddy had been making relentless attempts to contact potential witnesses, including some of the very victims tied to his allegations. They argued that this wasn't just bad behavior. It was proof that Diddy couldn't be trusted on the outside. One insider even quoted them as saying, Combs is trying to pull strings from the inside, and if he gets out, there's no telling what he'll do. Now here's where things got both messy and downright fascinating. Diddy's attorneys weren't about to let the feds control the narrative. They came out swinging, accusing the prosecutors of playing dirty. The drama hit a boiling point when Diddy's legal team revealed that court documents showed federal agents had allegedly seized attorney-client privilege material from Diddy's jail cell. That's right, confidential stuff taken without permission. Of course, the burning question is, did Diddy really have access to a list of potential witnesses from behind bars, or is this just another twist in the government's playbook to keep him locked up? For now, the truth is up in the air, but one thing is for sure, Diddy's lawyers weren't playing around.
So, it looks like the stakes in this Diddy case just went all the way up, because word on the street is that Diddy tried to get the judge presiding over his case to cooperate with him by offering him a $50 million bribe. And when that didn't work, guess what Diddy did? He allegedly straight up started threatening the judge and sent goons his way. Some rumors are even saying the judge almost stepped down from the case because he legit believed his life was in danger. And you know what? With Diddy's track record for bullying people, harassing victims, and threatening witnesses, it's not that hard to believe he's capable of doing this. But did Diddy really try to get the judge to rule in his favor by threatening to unalive his family? And what does this mean for Diddy's case going forward? Let's break it down.
Diddy is over there breaking all the jailhouse rules but asking the judge to let him out. Now, if I was desperate to get out of jail, I would be on my best behavior, especially if my bail had been denied 3 times already. But what has Diddy been up to, you ask? Now, the warden says that he's been contacting potential witnesses through the jailhouse phone. Yes, you heard me clearly. The phone that's in jail that gets monitored, yeah, that's the phone he's using. In the amended court documents, it states that Sean Diddy Combs is making relentless efforts to corruptly influence witness testimony by using other inmates' telephone accounts and using 3-way calls to speak to people who are not approved on the contact list. Now, the warden also stated that Diddy done convinced at least 8 inmates to use their phone accounts in exchange for payment. When the prosecution was reviewing these calls, they are listening to Diddy tell his family members on which witnesses they needed to go contact. Also, during the call, he instructed his family members to post a loving photo of all of his children with him on his birthday in an attempt to show the jury that he's a family man. He also asked his family to leak certain information involving the case to the public. In addition to that, during a jail cell search, they found even more documents that are incriminating to this case. Now, Diddy's attorney argued that the seizing of these documents were unlawful because it contained attorney-client privilege. The prosecution stated, oh, no, not so fast. We have a team that filtered through all of the documents to make sure that everything we took was lawful.
It's been over 2 months since Sean Diddy Combs found himself locked up without bail, and trust me, the chaos hasn't slowed down at all. Remember when his legal team tried to drop a jaw-dropping $50 million bond to get him out? Yeah, the judge said, absolutely not. The reason? Prosecutors claimed Diddy wasn't just a flight risk. Oh no, they hinted that he might tamper with witnesses. But here's where it gets wild. Insiders are now spilling some seriously hot tea. Allegedly, Diddy himself greenlit a $50 million bribe. Yes, you heard me right. A bribe. The goal? To get a judge to finally say yes to his release. But plot twist, the judge didn't just reject it. Nope, they supposedly flipped the whole situation in a way no one saw coming. And let me tell you, the streets are buzzing with speculation, and we're about to break it all down. You don't want to miss how deep this mess might go. As you probably know, the feds have hit Diddy with some serious accusations, but his team is sticking to the same story. He's innocent. Meanwhile, Brother Love is stuck in Brooklyn's notorious Metropolitan Detention Center. And y'all, this ain't no bougie holding cell. The MDC has a reputation for being harsh, even life-threatening. Of course, Diddy's legal team has been hustling hard to get him out, but 3 strikes and they're still out. 3 judges, 3 denials. Ouch. The Manhattan U.S. Attorney's Office is coming in hot, arguing that Diddy isn't just a danger to the community. Oh no, they claim he's got the money, power, and connections to intimidate witnesses. And honestly, when you're dealing with someone like Diddy, that's a tough argument to fight against. Every time his lawyers show up in court, prosecutors shut it down with this point, and every time it works. Now, here's where it gets even juicier. Just when you thought things couldn't get crazier, whispers about that $50 million bribe started swirling. At first, folks thought it was just gossip, but then, boom, the court announced that Diddy's getting another bail hearing. Yep, his 4th shot at freedom. And let me tell you, those rumors about bribery, they're not sounding so far-fetched anymore. With a new judge now running the show, speculation is spinning out of control. Is this Diddy's golden ticket out, or is there something shady brewing behind the scenes? Social media is on fire with these bribery claims, and this 4th hearing has everyone talking. Now, while there's no footage of what actually went down in court, the reports, ooh, chilly. The drama was palpable. Apparently, the courtroom was packed to the rafters, and get this, Diddy was in surprisingly high spirits. Could it have been the sight of his family showing up in full support?
Quincy, are you hopeful that today your dad will be released? Do you feel like today might be that day? Miss Combs, how are you doing today?
Sources say when Diddy locked eyes with his 17-year-old twin daughters, his whole vibe changed. His eyes lit up, and for a moment, he looked like a proud dad instead of a man fighting for his freedom. A tender, rare moment in the middle of all this chaos. But don't get too comfortable with the sweet vibes, because the real drama started when Diddy's lawyers came in swinging with a bold new plan. They didn't just propose another $50 million bail bond. Oh no. They also pitched moving Diddy from Brooklyn's grimy Metropolitan Detention Center to a swanky 3-bedroom apartment on the Upper East Side. And the kicker? They promised 24/7 max security to keep tabs on him. Basically, they were like, okay, let him out, but we'll keep him on a very short leash. But girl, the prosecutors, they shut that down faster than you could say, bad boy for life. Their stance was loud and clear. Diddy does not belong on the streets, not even under house arrest. In fact, they argued that this whole idea of releasing him shouldn't even be on the table. And if you thought that was the end of it, think again. Prosecutors brought receipts about Diddy's alleged behavior behind bars, and let me tell you, it wasn't cute. Insiders say they painted a picture of him pulling the same manipulative and coercive tactics he's being accused of in those criminal and civil cases. So, prosecutors came in swinging, and honey, they did not hold back. They spilled that Diddy's been cutting up and behind bars, allegedly pulling the same shady moves he's accused of in all those lawsuits. The claims? Manipulative, coercive, and downright sketchy. But hold on to your edges. It gets juicier. They're now saying Diddy's been trying to reach out to witnesses, and get this, some of them are reportedly the alleged victims. Like, excuse me? The prosecutors didn't mince words, calling him a major risk if he ever gets out. One insider even said, Diddy's pulling strings from jail, and if he's released, who knows what he'll do. Ooh, the accusations are wild. But you know, Diddy's legal team wasn't about to sit back and let that slide. Oh no, they hit back hard, claiming the feds were playing dirty. The drama really hit the fan when they exposed that federal agents allegedly swiped confidential attorney-client files from Diddy's jail cell. Can you imagine? The question now is, did Diddy really have access to witness info while locked up, or is the government doing the most to keep him behind bars? The jury's still out on that one, but Diddy's lawyers managed to score a win by having the seized documents ruled inadmissible. Score one for Team Diddy, but just when it seemed like they were getting somewhere, the prosecutors pulled their trump card. And let me tell you, it was messy. They brought up that infamous clip of Diddy spilling tea about Cassie, his ex. And girl, the timing couldn't be worse because Cassie is rumored to be a key witness in his trial. The prosecution basically said, this man is a loose cannon, and letting him out is way too dangerous. Diddy's defense team was not here for the government's claims, and they clapped back hard. One of his attorneys said, if y'all are worried about Mr. Combs getting violent, let me just stop you right there. Zero chance of that happening. They shut that argument down so fast the prosecution probably felt the burn, and then came the moment of truth, the judge's ruling. The courtroom was so tense, you could hear a pin drop. Insiders said the vibe was electric, with everyone on the edge of their seats, expecting yet another denial after the prosecution's fiery argument. They'd been pushing hard that Diddy would do anything to stop the trial, even before it started. But when the judge spoke, shockwaves. Apparently, Judge Aaron Subramanian threw the ultimate curveball. Instead of shutting it down as people expected, he seemed sympathetic to Diddy's defense. That's right, sympathetic. The room was buzzing with speculation. And even though the ruling wasn't definitive, the vibe was clear. Diddy's chances of getting bail just skyrocketed. Could the fourth time actually be the charm for Brother Love? Girl, with this kind of energy, who even knows? Here's where it gets even juicier. Instead of making a final decision, the judge pulled a plot twist, ordering both sides to submit detailed plans on how Diddy's communication would be restricted if he got home confinement. Like, are we dragging out the suspense or what? And to keep us all on the edge of our seats, the ruling got postponed until Monday. Now the buzz is loud, like deafening. Every media source is saying the same thing. This is the best shot Diddy's had so far at getting out. Y'all, the drama just keeps getting spicier. So the judge postponed his ruling until Monday, and now everyone's buzzing louder than ever. And let's just say opinions online are all over the place. Some people are calling out the judge for being indecisive, while others think those bribery allegations might be influencing his hesitation. Either way, it's a messy debate. Critics are all like, Diddy can't be trusted. He'll never stick to the rules. But the defense, they're out here saying the restrictions they're proposing for home confinement are harsher than jail itself. And girl, people are talking. Like, how is chilling in a 3-bedroom Upper East Side condo with restrictions worse than being in one of the country's most infamous detention centers? Let's break this down. The defense is pitching some serious rules, limiting phone calls to just his legal team, no visitors without a strict log, and, wait for it, 0 contact with any potential witnesses. Sounds airtight, right? Well, not everyone's buying it. The tea is people don't believe a man as rich and powerful as Diddy can actually be kept in check with these conditions. I mean, can we really trust Brother Love to stay in line? The skeptics aren't convinced. And let's not forget the bribery rumors. Are they just messy gossip? Or is there some truth hiding in plain sight? Drop your thoughts below because I know y'all have opinions on this one. One thing's for sure. This case is giving soap opera realness, and every twist has us all on edge. Monday's ruling is bound to stir up even more drama, and the fallout? It could be monumental. Of course, people have had many things to say about this drama. Like this person who said, if he can't be kept in check in jail, how can he be kept in check in a swanky apartment? Another person chimed in with, they know Diddy is dangerous. He's right where he belongs. He can't be trusted. And then this person said, if he gets out, he'll probably be found not guilty. Key witnesses probably won't show up. I got a feeling that something sickening might happen with the outcome. But now we need to know your thoughts about this saga. Do you think Diddy is capable of getting the judge to do what he wants through threats? Drop a comment down below, and if you're still trying to find more juicy stories, click right here.